Hello, how's everybody doing? Welcome to Redneck Ways. Hope everybody's doing good out there. Here it is Sunday at the end of April, and it seems like time is just marching on very fast. Very fast. Today I'm just going to go over that General Electric. Let's see if I can turn it up here without tearing anything up. The General Electric 10-band radio that I picked up at the flea market yesterday. If you seen my video yesterday, you know that's got a horrible static when you turn it on. And I'm going to show you guys today how I fix that problem. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. But on these newer radios, I don't have very good luck using non-flammable brake cleaner. And actually the stuff to really clean these right are kind of expensive, and I hate paying that price for it. And what I use is just regular rubbing alcohol, and I'll show you how I do that here in a minute. This one here, this was a radio I picked up last weekend. I did the same thing to it, what I'm getting ready to do to this one today, and you can see how smooth this one is. Turn it on. Well, maybe the batteries went dead. Or I got it on wrong. Here, let's see. Now it's on the battery supply. It's on AM, that's what it is. So let's try that one more time. Let's turn it on. No, there's no scratchiness at all.
And behavioral health. They know because people.
So it's just like a brand new radio. So that's what we're going to do today, guys. So grab you a cold beverage or a hot coffee and sit back and just throw your shoes off and visit for a while. I want to show you guys my little strawberry bush. I've had this plant, this strawberry, for about 10 years. Every year it gives me about a dozen strawberries. It don't give me a bunch, but I think if it was in the ground it would have probably done better. But I've been able to just move it around in the bucket, so it's got its advantages. But yeah, she's blooming. Pretty little white bloom. So I should be getting some strawberries off of that. Now I've got my buckets stacked up, getting ready to plant my tomato plants. We'll walk over and look at them. It's that time of year. Last year my tomatoes did really good, and I got about 24 jars of tomatoes. So I've already took and clipped off all the sucker leaves. And when I put these in the buckets, I'll bury this root, this stem, all the way up to here, and then I'll just let the green be showing. These are beef steaks. And then my mom, she saved some seeds, and she said they're heirloom, because I told her they won't come up unless they're heirlooms. But she said she thought they were. And these are the Dolly Parton ones, the Dolly tomatoes. The big yellow ones. Actually, they're multicolored when you cut inside of them. So hopefully these will start sprouting up here soon. We'll have 8 of those. So we'll have a lot of tomatoes if these work out. So the wind's blowing. It's still kind of chilly here in Kentucky. So let's go in here and get started. There's a paper towel. Oh. Get that, throw it away. Alrighty, guys, let's get here. I'll get y'all situated where y'all can see. I think right here would be a good spot. This old tripod, I've got to order a new one, because it just don't want to stay where I want to. Alright, I think y'all can see good there. I've already taken the back off, as you can see. Now, what I do, what I use, I use one of the kids' old medicine syringes. I kind of wish the point was a little bit more, more of a point to it, but it works pretty good. And what I do, like, I just bring up some alcohol, rubbing alcohol inside it, and I squirt it inside the pot. And there y'all fell. Oh. Now you're upside down. Let me get you back right. Sorry about that, guys. Oh. If something don't go wrong, I know there's gonna be trouble. Every time I make a video, something's gonna happen. Alright, there we go. Sorry about that again. Alright. So down in here, turn it, see if that helps. Not really. I'm gonna take that bulb out before I break it. That'll be the next thing will happen. Alright. Down right in here is the pots. Can't really. And I'm just going to squirt. Right here's the back side of the on and off, so it's easy to get to. And I'm just going to squirt some alcohol inside and just take the knob back and forth and work it in. Now my glasses are fogging up. Those battery wires are getting on my nerves. I'm just going to take it and squirt it in like that. Of course, them battery wires going to be right in the daggone way from you all seeing it and me turning this knob. I'm going to turn that knob back and forth. I'm going to repeat this about 3 or 4 times. I'm going to do it all to all the potentiometer switches. Get my alcohol out. Make sure I'm recording. I didn't check that when it fell. Yeah, it's still recording. Alrighty. Fill up my cap. Full alcohol. Play doctor and syringe it up. Get the air out of it. There we go. And this time, I'm just going to just put a little and work it back and forth. And everyone I've done like this, the alcohol doesn't hurt it. Just back and forth, back and forth. I'm going to try to get a little up here in the front. Back and forth. That wind's picking up outside, guys. You hear it? We've been having crazy weather here in Kentucky. I had to take tomato plants in last night. Spray it's going to frost again, end of April. Put a little bit more. Just try to get it worked in there. Get that good and clean. Fill up our cap full again. These old radios usually set in people's garages for years, not been played, and all that old dust gets in them. And makes this problem here, what we're having with all that squelching and all that. So we'll go up to the next potentiometer, which is going to be a little bit more difficult to get to, I see. Which I may be able to get it on the front side here. It's the tuning, so I think, well, actually, that's pretty important too. I'll just dribble some down in there. I can't really get to it without taking the radio apart more. I guess it's the fine tuning. I'm not 100% sure. No, it's for the 470 meters, 465, 460, the 455 meter. It's for those, the meter band. So put a little on that. And then up here on the actual tuning, that's underneath there. So I'm not going to be able to get to that at this moment. Hopefully it's still pretty clean. Or I'll have to take the whole circuit board off. And I'm hoping not to do that. I'm hoping this will just be an easy little job. I'm going to go ahead and clean the pot over here for where you turn it to FM, AM, and all the rest of the gauges. We'll just take it right in like that. Take it back and forth. Clean her up a little bit. Get us a little bit more alcohol. And put on the front side. You gotta, when you push on that, push real hard so it'll get up in there. It'll be a good spray pattern. Just work that in, guys. Like back and forth like that. Just back and forth. Same thing I did to the volume. Get those connectors good and clean. And contact points. Make sure you put your lid back on your alcohol so it don't go up in the air on you. What I do, I turn the radio upside down and let the excess alcohol, let it drain out. So I'll pause it for a minute, guys, while I'll let that drip dry for about 5 minutes, and then I'll plug her in. We'll see what we got. Oh yeah, guys, also I was just thinking, on the push button up here, the one that goes from the CB, it goes to the CB to radio and the weather channel. That was giving me a little problem too, so I'm going to do the same thing. Pour me some alcohol. Alcohol is my best friend. I clean all my electronics with it. I keep my phone screen clean with it. Any cuts, scratches on my body, I put on there. I got poison sumac right now. I use it on that. You name it, alcohol is good for. So make sure you keep you a good stockpile around your house of it. Actually, back in COVID days, if your all's area was like my area, that was the first thing to go. So get you about 3 or 4 bottles, keep on hand, guys, because it's very important stuff to have around. Well, same thing, guys. What I'm going to do, I'm going to spray up in them pots, and I'm just going to work it back and forth, working buttons back in and out. I'll do this first one here, and I'm going to second one. Drizzle a little bit on there, back and forth. A little bit more. And that cleans those contacts. Got 2 more, same way. Drizzle some alcohol, rubbing alcohol on them. Back and forth. Need a little bit more for that last one. I made a mess. Alright, put some more in there. And it just evaporates. It ain't gonna hurt anything. That's one good thing about alcohol. After a few minutes, it evaporates in the air. Just back and forth, back and forth. Do these other 2 again. Back and forth. That should be good. Alright guys, I'll turn this over and set it up like that and let it all kind of let the excess drain off. We'll give it about 5 minutes and I'll be right back. Okay guys, also while we got her apart, let's see if we can get that antenna that's stuck down in there. Let's try to get it out while this is drying. Here's the antenna. I don't know how in the world a person can get in there. Fish that thing out. Probably gonna have to take loose this circuit panel anyway. That wasn't good. Something fell out of there. Didn't hit the floor. There it is. It's the little thing that keeps it on there. Goes on like that, I guess. And that was all the way down on air, so I know where that went. Alright. Remember, if you take one of these models apart, it's got this little, now I don't want to come back off. It's got this little metal clip that seems to want to come off with it. Alrighty, that's off. So let me get in here, see how they got this. They got the wires all being up here. Try to bend that back. So I move these wires out of the way like that. Take this screw out, which looks like it's a ground, or that's just that clip. Maybe there's something hooked to it. Yeah, that clip just hooked to that one. I didn't want to have to get this deep down in it, but we got to have the antenna up. There's that screw. I'm thinking about, I'm going to plug the soldering iron up, guys. I'm going to go ahead and take them 2 wires off, because this drives me crazy since I'm going to have to go this deep. So let me pause it. Let me get that thing warmed up. Alright, I think I got you all back. And while that's warming up, we'll go ahead and get these screws out. I don't know if my other filter was awfully short to try to get that. I'm going to take them all out. Eggs on it. Let's just, I just get that to move a little bit. I hate taking it off because sometimes getting the dowel string and everything lined back up inside these are kind of difficult. Let's see about heat. That's hot enough. That's the black. And then the green down here. It's a nice place for it. There. All right. Now that's not going to be in our way. Unplug that. Okay, guys. I took some time there to rethink this. I'm worried if I take all that apart, I'm going to run into problems that I have had in the past, and that is trying to get the dial back right when you take that circuit board off and everything. So I'm going to try to take a screwdriver down in here and get that out, because I just don't want the aggravation today of trying to get that back lined up. I've already made one fatal mistake this week. I was working on my rod lawnmower. The switch had went bad, so I was just going to put me a regular, just a push button on it, and I was checking the wiring where the switch hooks into the harness, and to find the right wires. Well, I couldn't find the solenoid wire, and to get it to start by touching the power to the solenoid, and it wouldn't start. So I was trying to troubleshoot that. Well, I found one circuit there when I took my my test lead to. It would make a click, and that's all it would do. The other ones, they would actually get hot. They would spark, and the wire would instantly get hot. So I knew that wasn't it. But for some reason, on that one, what I was thinking, it went to that little gas solenoid. That so the lawnmower don't backfire. You guys that work on them, you know what I'm talking about. And I thought that was what it was, and I didn't think there'd be any problem leaving that test lead hooked up. Well, for just a few minutes. Well, the time I had walked from point A around to point B on the other side of the rod lawnmower, I heard a pop and a horrible smell. And what I had done is I fried my coil. And my rod lawnmower, it's a two piston deal, so it's gone. I looked online. I can replace it for $29, but that's not the point. I've been sick ever since. I think that was Tuesday. I can't believe I did that, and so I really don't want any aggravation or anything getting tore up where I can't fix it right now. So let's try to fish this thing out, guys. I think I could get a screwdriver down beside of it. I'm gonna try to get a screwdriver down here beside and pry it. So let me try that. I think there's just enough room. If I had something with a hook. I did have a screwdriver that had a little hook on it that I had made, and I don't know what I've done with that. I may have to make something like that up again. I don't know if I got anything old, but I definitely need something with a little hook on it right here. Let me check down here in my tools. My little spare toolbox. Well, I usually keep things like that. And of course, I don't see it. I don't know if I can get a nail to. Maybe I can get a nail and bend it. I think that awful. Oh, I just pushed it down farther. I may be able to get this whole antenna out. Right there's a screw right here on the bottom. Let's try that. Let's try to take the whole kit and caboodle out of here. Can y'all see what I'm doing? Yeah. This is a General Electric model number 729718. Printed in Hong Kong. Don't say it was made in Hong Kong. It's probably. Yeah, that'll come out. Okay, there we go. Now I'm gonna have to take that whole thing off. Looks like. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to take the solder. I got to hook it back up and unsolder that wire there. So I don't bore you, I'm just going to pause it real quick. Alrighty, it should be hot enough now. So knock y'all over again. I've had a heck of a time with this video, guys. Knocking things over like an elephant in a china shop today. Let's go ahead and get this off. Things getting stuffed up. Typical. Always something. Always something. There it goes. Let me get my little. Ooh. Oh. Stop it. My ramming rod. I'm off there, little guy. There we go. I wish I had a little switch on my soldering iron. I got one of these little cheap Chinese Walmart specials, but it does the job. I got one of these old timers. No. Ain't that right there a blast from the past, guys? Look at that thing. Old wooden handle. Got a big old tip on it. I had another old one like this, and I left it on too long, and it burned it up. It burnt the coil up inside of it. So I don't even, this one works, but I don't use it. Alright, let's see if we can get this antenna out. Take this piece of tape off. Now what? Let's get a hold of something here. I don't think that end comes off. Huh. Well, how in the world? Looks like I'm right back to square one. Ain't that awful, guys? It's got like a little foot on it, and I cannot get it past the hole. It won't come out no farther than that. I don't know if I can get that foot off or not. I'll show you what I'm talking about. It's got right here on the bottom of it. See that square foot? It won't clear that hole up on top. I don't know how that's in there. I don't know if it's screwed in. I can get a pair of pliers. Let me get a pair of pliers, guys. Alright, I got my trusty old vice grips here. Ain't it crazy how sometimes you think the smallest little job turns out to be the biggest headache? Let's see if we can turn that. No, she's on there. Yeah, she ain't coming off. Daggone it. I guess it's made on it. So, put that back where it goes. Well, let's see. What can I do now? Alright guys, I'm going to pause it for a minute. I know it's been a bunch of stops and goes. Try to think of something. Okay guys, I got it. But doing it, I broke off the little end to solder to, which I think I can get that put back on with some more solder. She snapped right off. So I think I can get that fixed. But all that work for nothing really. The antenna's gone. It's got this little thing up here that you turn back and forth. You can move it back and forth. So we'll push it over so it don't go back in. So the antenna's gone, but at least I can hook a alligator clip or something to it and use the outside antenna. The way it was down in there, it looked like that was like the little hat on top of the antenna. So all that work for nothing. But it's out, and we know now, don't we? We know now what was going on. So let's get some of these screws put back in here. I think I took a total of 2 out of the circuit board. So 2 must go back in. I'll get this one put in. There's that one. Now pounding on this desk, I have lost the little tiny screw for the antenna. It has disappeared on me. So I have to search the floor probably to get it. Alright, that's back in. Let's get these wires put back over where they go. Actually, I got these backwards. That one goes down on the bottom. That one back here where it goes. I love the smell of old radios. Get this one back in place. Get the wires tucked back down. Get that wire over. I think. See, it went down here like that. There we go. Let's get this soldered back on. Get the soldering arm plugged back in. I've got to get this plug get a little bit closer, so I don't got to be reaching over everything making videos. Okay, now guys, I'm gonna pause it once again and search the floor for that screw while that soldering iron's heating up, and I'll solder that back, get everything soldered back on here like where it goes. I have to put this back on right there, solder that back together. All that fun stuff goes to Harley. So I shall be back. Oh, while that's heating up, guys, we can look for a screw for that. I looked on the floor, couldn't find it. It's gone. It's gone. I'll never find it. Maybe I got little screws here in my junk that'll fit. That was too big. The bad thing is, it was a super small screw, so it's going to be almost impossible probably to find one that fit it. Yeah, that was way too big. It's very important. It's a very important screw because it holds that antenna solid. That would be the one to go missing. I can't get this one. It's so small I can't hardly get it started with my fingers. Da, da, da. Oh, come on. Nope, too big. Let's see here. Oh. I just need a wee little tiny one. Put it in there. I just need a little tiny little screw. That might do. That was too little. That was too little. Try this one. It tries to go. Oh, but no cigar. Alright. Well, hopefully that one will show up. It would be the most important one I needed, because I could got by with the one on the circuit board or something. But that's the way it goes, hey guys. It's always the important one. At least it is in my world. Alright then. Let's get this thing soldered back together. See if she's going to work after I got done with it. Alright. I think I'm just going to solder this wire straight to it. And we'll try to put that one piece on. Find where it broke off. Right there. I'll hook her up right there. We'll put our wire. Let me see. I can open it up a little bit. Probably not. Can y'all see what I'm doing? Well, no. Hopefully I can get that wire to touch down in there a little bit. I should be able to get some solder on it. Go with him solder. She's on pretty good as long as it got on that little place where that lead went. I think I'll be just fine. Let's get a little black tape. Wrap that wire back around it like it's supposed to be so I don't pull it, break it. Alright, she seems to be on good. Oh, I wish I had that screw. That is just awful that I lost that thing. It's hard to tell where it went. There's so many little nooks and crannies in here. We'll just leave it set there for now. Alright guys, I got everything put back in except I need to put this back in. And it was on FM. I took it off. line up just perfect. And of course, they don't want to go back on. I don't see it going on that way. That's the way it has to be. There we go. That was what to be aggravating. That little metal piece right there. Alright, we got that back on. It'd be nice if that little screw fell down in there. I don't see it or hear it. Alright, let me pause this, guys, for 1 second. One more time, and I'll look around. Do one more sweep. Okay, guys, I found one. I found one that will work. It's just a tad bit bigger, but I'm making it work. It'll keep it in place. Okay. Yeah, she ain't going nowhere. It's good and solid now. That's why I was worried about, because I just didn't want that thing flopping. Alright, we're back. I hate that I don't have the antenna. Right there's the, after I did that, there's the screw, guys. Look at that. There it is. It was stuck in the grill. That's the way it goes. I've already put that in there. I'll put that up for next time. I'll just hit my head on the lot. Alrighty. Let's get an antenna going here. Wish that daggone thing was set there, but my tripod's wore out. It won't stay right there in that place. I don't know if I can prop it up with a battery or not. Nope. Maybe with this icon. Probably knock the battery over. Oh my. Alright. It just ain't going to do it. Maybe I could tie a string to it. That's as good as it's going to get right now, guys. Alright, we've got... let's go through what we did. We cleaned all the pots, all the potentiometers. We got all of them cleaned. And we tried to fix the antenna to find out that there's no antenna. Just a little nub. So let's see if we fixed it or broke it. Oh, here's a, we'll use this alligator clips. We'll use it for an antenna. We'll stick it up here on the lot. Well, maybe. You all ever had one of them days and that goes right? Well, I'm having one right now. There. There we go. Now, let's prop this up here where everybody can see it. I ain't gonna put the back on yet. I'll just see if she's going to work. Let me see. Alright, y'all can see what I see. Alrighty. Plug her in. Plug her in, plug her in. Turned her off. Alright, we're off for a moment. Give her some AC voltage. Oh. Let's see what she does. I can already tell you it's better. Let's see what we got over here. Where we at? Let's put it up on FM. That's what it was on. And let's put it on selector.
Out there play with all that.
Alright, let's see what AM does. Getting a lot of whistles and birds.
Head first is Jonathan Amy now gets about talking from the first base. A little bigger lead now. Holland comes to the plate, swung on. That's a blooper into right field. It's going to drop in front of the right fielder, Laureano. And that'll be another base hit for Henry Rama.
On Hedges. The Pirates fell behind. Johan Oviedo gave up 7 runs today in 2 1/3.
Bring them to our Lord and Savior.
Okay, let's see what the SW brings in. Probably nothing. Not getting nothing on SW. Let's try the SW1. Alright, let's see what weather does. course, it's catching right there on. It won't go no farther. Alright, we're not getting no weather. Let's see what UHF is. Let's see about CB. Sounds like it's picking up the high hitters. I don't know why it don't go all the way over. It's catching right there, right around 600. All right. Probably a better antenna, it'd probably do a lot better. We're just trying to get some CB talk in from the big ballers. Alright, let's go back to FM. Go to selector. She sounds pretty good, guys. We got rid of that horrible squelch. So she's a good playing radio again. So guys. Oh, let me get you off here. Oh. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I hope y'all had a great weekend this weekend. The last part of April of 2023. And I hope you all have a great week coming up. And guys, until next time, I'll see you next time here on Redneck Ways. Bye, guys.